Hey, hi. You know what? I'm not sure if I'm early. I think it's a minute till, but I don't have my watch on. I forgot to charge it this morning. And so I am just gonna go by the clock I have on the wall. It says I have another minute. So hopefully you guys will get your notifications and be on here for Tuesdays to be continued. There's some numbers I'm starting to see. Say hi when you get here. Let me know if you're new, where you're from. I love to see all of that when I watch the replay. Hi, Marianne. Thanks for coming in. I think you're new. Welcome, welcome. I get started promptly. Hi, Carol. At 2 usually, but today I have a birthday party luncheon to go to at 1:15, so rather than miss it completely, hi Donna, I thought I'd come on a little bit early and show you what I'm so excited about. Hi Jan, I think you're new too, Jan, welcome. I am using Perched in a Tree. It's a bundle that some of my customers, hi Terry, selected for a class that we'll be doing on December 2nd. I do have room for one more person. If you guys are close to me and want to come, let me know, and you can get the last spot. What you do is you purchase the bundle, and then I have 3 projects ready for you when you get here, and we create a way and have fun. So that is December 2nd at 10 o'clock in the morning. That is a Friday. And then, let me see what else. Oh, I'm using Perched as a Tree. So I had to get that set because that's what they selected. This group gets to select what they want me to work with, and then I create away with it. They have their sets and their dies, and then they get to create with it anytime they want to. So when I got this set, I always wanted it. Hi, Deborah. And I had so much fun. I've made 2 of their samples so far, and I've got a 3rd one to think about and get going. But I decided to share this bundle with you guys too. So on Sunday I made a card, and I'm going to announce the winner of that card. And then today I have another project made completely different. It's 3D, but it's just like the card, but it's a different idea. So I'll show you that in a minute. I think it's 12 o'clock now. Like I said, my watch is not on my arm, which is kind of feels like I'm missing a finger because I rely on it so much. But I'm gonna go ahead and get started since I have somewhere to go, and you probably do too. So let me turn you down and show you what I'm talking about. Okay. Hi, Colleen. My name is Beverlee Morales, and I live in Tracy, California. I have been a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator for 27 years. Hi, Deborah Rogers. And I've loved every single minute of it. Hi, Stephanie. This is my October host code if you choose to order from me, and you can shop with me at beverleystamps.stampinup.net. There's my YouTube channel and my email too if you need to get a hold of me. I just knocked over my stamps. I'm sure you heard that. This is the card that I made on Sunday. I talked about embossing, dry embossing with a folder, the vellum if you wanted to have even more texture. And I would use, if you guys have the subtle folder, I would use that. You could use the timber folder for a woodsy background, especially if it's for a man. I think this card is geared towards a man. Any subtle or woodsy feel I think would be pretty on that. So let's see who won this card. Oh my goodness, did I take it off the print? I didn't take it off the printer. Let me run across my room. Hi Annie, and get it so I can show you who won. Run, 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 run. Phew, Okay, my exercise for the morning. I didn't work out this morning, so that was my little run. Here's the winner, Deborah Rogers. Congratulations, Deborah. Woohoo! You are the winner of this card. I believe I need your address. So go ahead and send that to me before Sunday, and I will get this card out in the mail to you as soon as I receive your address, Deborah. So put that in there, and then we will get started with today's project. I'm going to remind you of the October prize. If you order from me in October, you get a chance to win these beautiful swirls, gold adhesive back, brand new, not available till November 1st. And I wanted to remind you about fitting florets. The whole collection is available on November 1st as well. Or you could buy the bundle, or you could buy the DSP, the second stamp set, the swirls, all individually. It's just up to whatever you want to do. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous collection is all I can say. Hey, Rhonda, welcome. Okay, so the Perched in a Tree, the card that I made that Deborah just won, was landscape style. Let me show it to you again, just so we're all clear on what I'm talking about. So this is landscape, and very pretty as it is, just ready for you to add your inside sentiments and things. But if you switch it around this way, see how it stays popped open like this? To me, this lent itself for a desk item. So let me put the card aside. I'm not going to show you how to make it, because if you watched on Sunday, you saw how to make that card, and you just flip it portrait style. See that? And I put my little inkwell and pen here because now this is a beautiful set to have wherever it is you need to write quick notes to yourself. Look at this. Post-it notes right inside, and that same card turns into a desk notepad next to your pen. All you have to do is take off the back Post-it note. You will have stick 'em right there. Set it down, and I want to set it to the bottom of the copper there, kind of, well, not quite to the bottom, but centered. Press, and then you will have this attached. When this pad of paper runs out, you can just refill it and always have this beautiful, I think this is beautiful. Do you guys like this? I think this would be beautiful on any desk. Great for a coworker, a friend, anyone. So I wanted to show you that idea. Same as the card, just turn it portrait style. I told you that I am going to a birthday luncheon. So I want to show you, this idea is not my idea. This was designed by Sarah Douglas, CEO of Stampin' Up. She showed on a live how to color the white peekaboo bags and stamp on the craft peekaboo bags, which come together when you purchase them. So I'm dressed very fall. I tell myself I look like a little scarecrow, and my whole theme going to this luncheon is fall. So I've made enough of these for the other 7 ladies that are there to get to pick one. And this is candy corn and salted roasted peanuts that you can get in the jar. When you mix, I'm not a candy corn fan at all, but when you mix them with salted peanuts, it tastes like a payday candy bar. I am not joking you. They're delicious. I grab a little handful, one a night, until my baggie is gone that I've made for this little treat bag. So all my friends are going to get one of these today at lunch. I hope they like them. I love that it says love at first bite. This one's just plain. Well, it's not plain. It's got a cute little haunted house and the bats on it, but it doesn't have a tag. So I think that's going to make them squeal. So my friend, her birthday, of course, I bought her a present because I just love her. And I am going to show you what I made with Perched in a Tree dies and stamp set for Gayleen's birthday packaging. So what I want to tell you is anytime you have a large leaf like this, and it's this time of the year, you can think of who, get the little hint, who, making owls. Every year I make a different owl. I have so many owls. These little leaves here that I were using, first thing that I thought of when I saw these leaves was an owl. So I'm going to get that into your mind if you already have not thought of that, on using these dies to make an owl. So I needed espresso cardstock, evening evergreen cardstock, soft succulent cardstock, and craft cardstock. Well, I don't need the craft cardstock really because I'm going to use the leaf that I just showed you. And then 2 of the early espresso. These are the branches in the die. I used the layering circles, and I used the, let's see, I'm forgetting what size I used. I think I used these 2 here, but let me double check. Yeah, I used these 2 here. So the second to the smallest, yeah, the second to the smallest, and the smallest regular, and the second to the smallest scallop. I need 2 of each of those. And then I used a 1/2-inch circle punch because I didn't have any circles small enough, so these are 1/2-inch circle punches punched out. And then I punched out, or I used the the dies to cut out 3 leaves, 3 of the larger and 3 of the smaller in the 2 colors I mentioned, soft succulent and evening evergreen. Okay, so let's put these all back in my little pack. Hi, Janine. So I can not lose anything. And roll up my sleeves. Hi, Sandra, and get busy. So the other thing I used was these beautiful lace boxes. They're called Delicate Detail Treat Boxes. As I mentioned, I have a gift for my friend, so I needed a little box to put it in. So I'm going to grab one of these. I'm using the Natural Finish ribbon. Beautiful, beautiful ribbon. Hi, Linda. Again, the gems from the Label Leaf and Amber Gem Duo Combo Pack. Some linen thread. And then my adhesives. Now, what I love about these boxes, so let's get started. What I love about these boxes is that they're scored and they have the adhesive on them already, so they are quite possibly the easiest thing on earth to make. What you're going to do is you can tell the back side of the lace in comparison to the front. So you want the back side looking at you, and you want to fold in the tabs that have the adhesive on them so you can see them. Your husband's still in the hospital. Darn. I am praying for him, Linda, and you. Okay, so there you go. Everything is scored. And then up here, there's 2 little punch-out holes that you can punch out. And everything as far as the box is ready to go. So what I like to do is I like to make sure that what I'm doing is correct before any adhesive is gone. See how easy that box was to put together? So now that I know that everything's good, I'm going to pull off the adhesive, but I am going to put them together one at a time rather than pulling off all the adhesive and having sticky stuff that can maybe cause a problem. I'd rather do one at a time and get the box together that way. So this box, you're new, Pauline. Well, welcome, my dear. I'm so glad to have you here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I hope you enjoy your time here, and I hope you come back. Because you commented, Pauline, you have a chance to win this project. I will, on Sunday morning, put your name along with everybody else that's watching in a random wheel drawing, and if your name is selected, you could win this. Now you're wondering, how is she going to mail this to us? Well, look at this, I'm ready for you. I've got everything it takes in a clear envelope, a Stampin' Up! Clear envelope, and I'll put it in a business size envelope and I'll mail it to you. All you have to do is watch this again and put it together as I'm showing you. So yeah, got everything right there for you to make one. Okay, so here is the cute little box, which in my case is going to be my owl body. Now, because they're white, I want you to remember, hi Connie, that anything that's white or ivory, it can be colored with your blending brushes or any other way, direct to paper, any other way you'd like to color them. But today I'm leaving it white. That is how I prefer this box for this project. Now I'm going to come and get all my pieces that I showed you. Let's start with showing you the project. Look at her. Oh my gosh. Like I said, I'm going to this luncheon dressed in a plaid fall dress. I'm taking Halloween treats for everybody that's there, and her present is packed in a box with a fall owl in it. Everything that I'm taking is going to be in a fall basket, so I think the presentation is going to be quite lovely. Isn't this stinking cute? And it's so easy. Okay, so let's start with her head. Now her head, I told you on Sunday, these leaves are in the catalog, in the mini catalog. There's a little hole here so you could add string to that and hang them. But for owls, I always put the stem up top. I'm so glad you like it, Colleen. And I am going to, right now, look for my Take Your Pick tool and my amber gems. And I'm going to cover up that little hole with an amber gem. Now, can you already tell, is your imagination letting you go to where this would be her beak? That will be her beak. Now we're going to build her eyes. The owls have great big eyes. Now, I have found that if I bring them down lower, see here these two indentations here and the two leaves here, if I bring the eyes down lower, this looks like hair, or not hair, feathers, and then this looks like a beak. Do you agree? Let's get some dimensionals, place them here, because we want this to be so 3D, and we want to cover the bottom part of the leaves to give a cuter face. And I overlap the big eyes just a little bit. Then for some shimmer and shine, I do a base with foil paper. And what I love about building owls is that all of these pieces, where's my other eyeball? See? I take them out of my pack and I lose them almost immediately. Well, at least that's with the punch, and I can get it to make another one really quick, but it should be laying here. All right, let's add some glue on the back of the foil paper circles. And these, remember, these 2 circles, or these 4 circles, were made with the layering circle dies. And I'm looking for my eyeball with no success. So let's go to my 1/2-inch circle again. And a scrap of paper. I have one. Let's see if this is big enough. As soon as I make another one, I'll find it. You watch. Is this big enough? Just barely. All right. So see, you can use your little tiny scraps. Okay. So I let that set up just a hair so it won't slip sliding around. And this is how you want to, this is when you're going to decide if you're making a goofy guy, a happy guy, a sad guy, a mad guy, whatever you want, because the eyes will determine. You can make them cross-eyed, you can make one eye looking up, one eye looking down. You know, see, let me show you. So see that? See that? See that? Just however you place the eyeballs will determine how he or she looks. Now, when I make them a girl, when I make my owls a girl, I just add, you know, girly things to it, like a bow and that kind of thing. So we're gonna let that set up in just a second. I may have probably should have used mini glue dots instead of glue, because the foil paper is slippery. So it's important to either let that set up or use mini glue dots so you don't have to wait like I'm waiting right now. So let's let that set for a second. And then let's go to her body. So here are the embossed leaves, all from Perched in a Tree. And ta-da, we're making a body. Okay, I want them a little bit fluffier with more feathers, in this case leaves. So I add the smaller ones on top. And oops, we're okay that we have a little void right there because we're going to add some ribbon. Let me get these on here. See how they slip around? They're not quite set up yet. How do you know when it's set up? Can you see the clear? The clear means it's set up, and the white means it's still going to be a little slippery. Okay. So we can go to our box. And I'm going to put the stem in between the 2 little holes there, because when I use the ribbon to close this, I can use that bow in her hair. All right, so let's get some more dimensionals. Put those down. And stick the stem right in between those 2 holes in the bag. There we go. All right, so let's get our body going since we know what we want. Yep, that's what we want. So I'm going to take the middle one. They're all the same, so it doesn't matter. Pick one as the middle. Take off the backings. Then turn the right one at a slant and the left one at an opposite slant. Cute little body. I don't want any glue on the body because I don't want it seeping through these holes and getting on her gift. So I'm going to use dimensionals again. And I'm going to lower it just a little bit because, like I said, we're going to add some ribbon there. All right, let's turn these guys over to the good side. The embossed side is facing the grid paper. Light glue, light glue, light glue. Now this is cardstock onto cardstock, so it won't slip around, so it's not that important that we let this set up. And I'm going to start with just like this one, tilted, tilted, and then centered. All right, she needs feet. Feet, otherwise known as branch. We're going to tear off part of the branch. And I'm going to stick this under. And I'm going to bend right where I would imagine an ankle. And then, again, we don't want any glue. And this is too thin for dimensionals. I really don't want them popped up. So I'm going to take mini glue dots and stick that under the leaves until I get the ankle right at the bottom of the box. Same with this one. What are we thinking, ladies? You like this little project? I think it's the cutest little box. You could, at Christmas time, add a Santa hat. You could add a balloon for a birthday party. You could just do whatever you want. Look at these feet. And when the box stands up, the feet stand out. Cute or what? All right, so let's add the linen thread. So what I did is I went across my grid paper 3 times, and I got this long piece of linen thread, and I folded it over 4 times, or actually it's 3 times. Fold it in half and then fold it in half again, and then you have 4 strands. Okay. So I'm going to get these end strands together so we can feed them through the holes. So bring them through one hole at a time. I found that the easiest. Okay, then the other side still looped closed to each other. Just make it at a point. And again, go in the first hole. And then the second hole. So I'll tell you a little story. I went to the Owl Box, which is a store here in Tracy, and bought my friend her present. And I asked them not to wrap it because I wanted to put it in a box I had made. And of course, because their store is called the Owl Box, they loved the cashier loved my little box. So see that inner hair? Take your paper snips, not your ribbon snips, and cut the loops. And you've got a cute little closure and a bow in her hair. Now for here, this is where I use the wider linen thread. And I am just going to make a bow right on the, before I cut it, I'm going to leave it right on the spool. And make a bow. Hi, Judy Cole. See if it's the size I like. Yes, it is. So now I can cut it. Let's fancy it up a little bit. Ooh, I'm lucky these scissors are working. These are not my ribbon scissors. I better change to my ribbon scissors. Because paper scissors don't always, see, paper scissors usually do something more like that. These are nice, only used on ribbon. My same snips, but I only use them on ribbon. So I suggest you have one pair of scissors for paper and one for ribbon. Okay, now I've taught you for ribbon to go on your projects. I would use a minimum of 2 mini glue dots. They are strong little guys, but 2 for a bulky ribbon like this I think is the safest. Now you can put your finger in here and brace the back so you can press. I'm pressing from the inside and the outside at the same time. And who thinks this is cute? Give me some love if you love her. I just love her. I think that my friend is going to love her box almost as much as she loves her gift. I bought her a little necklace that says faith because she is a very faithful person. I see that the ankles are sticking up a little bit. I don't care for that. So I am going to put some more mini glue dots there and have that hold better and stand it up. Aw, thank you, Pauline. Now, I hope, because you know me, that every time you see a stamp set or dies with leaves in it, that you will think of owls. And who taught you how to make owls with leaves? Hi, Karen. So here are my cute little owl boxes. Like I said, I have one prepared for you if you are the winner. And then here are my treats for my girlfriends at lunch. We're going to meet in about 45 minutes. Here is another idea with the same card that was made, Post-it note holder for your desk. And these projects were made with the leaves from Perched in a Tree dies, the layering circle dies, a 1/2-inch circle punch, linen thread, and the natural finished ribbon. Are there any questions? We have amber gems on the little nose or the beak. Love the Post-it note holder. I do too. I think it's very elegant. Very elegant. Anybody would love to have that. Thank you for joining me. We shall see you on Sunday. Take care. Bye-bye.